In this video, we are going to discuss about this thietanes. So thietanes are nothing but it is a four-membered heterocyclic compound, right? Saturated heterocyclic compound, and heteroatom is sulfur here, right? So this is the structure of thietane. So it is also like cyclobutane only, but structure if you see cyclobutane, I have told that it is puckered structure, whereas this is planar structure, right? Same what we discussed for oxetane, same thing you can apply here, right? So I won't further explain it, right? So if you see this angle, see here, this is theta 1, theta 2, this is theta 3, let me call, and this is theta 4. If you see that, so theta 1, I hope you will know, understand theta 1, theta 2, theta 3, and theta 4. If you see the bond angle, so theta 1 it is observed at 76.8 degree, whereas theta 2 is 90.6 degree, theta 3 is 95.6 degree, right? And theta 4 is 90.6 degree, like that, right? It means it is planar, but it is not exact square like structure, right? It will be little like this it will be, right? So no exact planar. And also I have told why this is planar, that thing you need to tell that, because here two hydrogens will be absent, right? Here all hydrogens will be there, so because of repulsion, in this case it will be puckered structure. And also I have told, when birds fly, their wings, something we call, right, wings like structure, because of this repulsion only. Some two are in one plane, and two are in, see, these two are will be in one plane, this will be either above the plane or either below the plane, right? Opposite side we need to see, right? If you see this UV spectroscopy, UV spectroscopy of this thietane, you observe that it will give around, it will be 215 to 220 nanometer. A strong peak we will observe, observation spectroscopy. So this represent that it is cyclic sulfur is there, right? And also if you see order of electron density, right, every time in the oxetane we have discussed these things, oxetane and oxyrin, there I have told electron density. Here also we know that if you compare these two, this will be like less basic, because S character will be more here. I have told 33%, like, because it acts as sp2, whereas here it will be more basic, it can easily give the lone pair, because it will act as sp3 only, so 25%. These things we have discussed. If you see the electron density, which only with respect to say sulfur, but different ring, if we see this one, this will be having more electron density compared to this 5-membered, this one, whether it is 5, no, 1 2 3 4 5, yeah, 5-membered. So electron density will be like this. Then comes 7-membered, 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5, I drawn it 6-membered, right? Let me count, 1 2 3 4 5 6, not 6, it is 7-membered. How to draw, man? So 7-membered means, see whether, check it is whether it is 7-membered or not. Let me check. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7, yeah. And last electron density will be this 3-membered sulfur containing heteroatom, cyclic hetero, saturated. So this is nothing but, this is thietane, right? So this is thietane, whereas this is thyrane, right? So that's the difference. So electron density, it is the order of electron density, on sulfur atom with respect to different size, right? So this will be having more electron density on sulfur compared to this 5-membered ring. So this is 4-membered ring and it is 5-membered ring, then it is 7-membered ring. This wrong structure here I have written, and this is 3-membered. Last comes 3-membered ring, because S character will be more, it cannot give that lone pair easily. So if you, electron density means one which can give easily lone pair, we see that. So 4-membered will be more compared to 5. Next comes 7 and last comes third, right? These are the few basics of this thietane. Next let us see the synthesis of this thioethane, right? So first one, as usual, intramolecular cyclization. Intramolecular cyclization reaction, right? Simple one. So what I will take? A 1,3 dihalo alkane I will take. I hope you now you need to get. So 1 carbon, 2 carbon, 3. Here one halogen, here one halogen. So 1,3 dibromo propane I can call. So Na2S. We know that sulfur here, the sulfur will be S2 minus. Here bromine means Br minus, and here also Br minus. So one sulfur can replace two bromine. So if I add this ethanol as a solvent, if I do the reaction, I'll get directly this thioethane, right? I hope you got it, right? So S2 minus is there, so it can replace two bromine because Br minus will be there, so two bromine. So it replaces this S2 minus, it replaces this bromine and this bromine, and see here see here 1 2 3, and here sulfur comes, 4-membered ring it has formed, right? So this is thioethane. I hope you got it, right? Further, one more reaction. This is also same halogen containing group, and you need to see that 3 carbon should be there. See here 1 2 3, here also I have taken 3, here also I have taken 3, 1 2, sorry, 1 2, one more carbon should be there here and here Br was there, right? So simply I did a mistake. So here 1 2 3, 3 carbons should be must. Then there should be good living group, that is halogens we make use of, right? So to this what I will add, what is this? NH2. Yes, NH2. Urea, you know, this is simply oxygen I have replaced by sulfur. So it will be thiourea. Right. So what happens here? Nitrogen will be having lone pair, but it won't react because it will be in conjugation with sulfur. Right. So what happened? If I write the canonical structure, it will be like S minus will be there. And here double bond NH2 plus, and here simple NH2 will be there. So this sulfur can attack here, and bromine is a good living group, it leaves the system, right? So I'll get this compound. Here sulfur comes, sulfur to this carbon, double bond NH2 having positive charge, and here one more NH2, and here I will be having chlorine, right? Till this I hope you got it, right? So then what happens? Simply, so here Br left, right? So Br minus ionic pair will be there. To this, if I add KOH, potassium hydroxide, we will get this compound. Chlorine will be there and it becomes SH. Further what happens? Simply sulfur will be having lone pair, it donates, and here chlorine is a good living group, so it leaves. So I'll get this 4-membered ring sulfur compound, and sulfur will be having positive charge, so Cl minus. So this Cl minus takes this proton, so there will be elimination of HCl, and I'll get this 4-membered sulfur containing group, that is thioethane, right? So this is also one interesting reaction, right? So next reaction, it is nothing but I will use this chloromethyl oxyrane. Oxyrane means 3-membered heterocycle compound containing oxygen. So CH2Cl, like this I have used. To this I will add H2S and barium hydroxide. So it acts as a base, strong base, barium hydroxide. So what is there? H2S is there. So sulfur is having lone pair. So it will give like this. And I have told this ring, 3-membered ring will be highly strained. Right, I have told the reason also, because of which easily it will opens the ring, right? So I'll get this product. So what I'll get, this carbon here O minus, instead of O minus all thing I'll write as H2Cl, and here SH, right? Next you see, from sulfur if I count, it is 1 2 3 4, and here good living group is the bromine, right? So from this lone pair, intramolecular cyclization, SN2 reaction, and chlorine is a good living group, it leaves the system. So I'll get 4-membered ring because I have counted C here. So I'll get 4-membered ring like this, right? So this is 1 2 3, 2 3 OH group is attached. I am going to show that OH group, and fourth is CH2 group as it is, right? So this is nothing but thioethane, right? This is how we synthesize, right? You may ask, sir, why didn't this lone pair, oxygen lone pair, didn't attack this carbon? If it attacks, again we used to get this 3-membered ring, and we know that this 3-membered ring will be highly strained. So we always here compared to this will be less strained, right? 4-membered rings are less strained. So if you see, the order rate of reaction will be fast for this 4-membered ring compared to this 3-membered ring, right? So this is little synthesis of this thioethanes, right? So one more reaction, let us see that. So that one is, see, same thing. I will take same chloromethyl, instead of oxyrene I will take thiorenes. So what is that? Chloromethyl thiorenes. Instead of oxygen I will have sulfur, and here chlorine will be there, right? So I will add strong base OH minus. So what it will do, it will do ring opening, because this is also 3-membered ring. 3-membered ring means strain will be more. So strain is more. I have told they will do fastly nucleophilic ring opening reaction, right? This I have explained in last class only, right? Those things you should not forget, because these are used again and again, right? Once you understand, then no need to forget. OH and other things remains as it is, H2Cl. So now also you can count 1 2 3 4. So if it donates its lone pair, chlorine is a good leaving group, it leaves the system, and I will get 4-membered ring like this, like this. So this is 1 2 for 3, this carbon 3 OH group is attached, so I have to add OH group here to this carbon, right? So this is how we will get. I hope you understood this. So last one, that is the fourth reaction, in which we do form cyclic carbonates, which synthesize this compound. How why how it happens, everything we shall see now. What is this? This is cyclic carbonate. To this I will add SCN minus, right? I have told you the structure, right? Its structure will be SC triple bond N, and sulfur will be having negative charge, right? So what happens here, like this it will attack, it takes the electron density on it, simple reaction it is. So what happens, see here, this bond is broken, so I'll get here S C triple bond N like this, right? And here other things remains as it is, COO O minus, right? Further, since we do this reaction, so here see, this electron density moves on this carbon, this electron density moves here, and this will go out as carbon dioxide. See, all this will go out as CO2. Structure of CO2 should know, right? So what I'll get, see, next this one I'll get, other things remains as it is, yes, C triple bond N, and here O minus, and carbon dioxide has been left the system, right? So it increases the entropy. Whenever there is a release of gas, the entropy is increased. So this is the favorable condition for this forward reaction to happen, right? So further what happens, see here, we know that this Cn here, nitrogen is electronegative atom, it accepts the electron, so this carbon will be more electrophilic, so this oxygen will attack here, right? So what we will get, I'll get this product, other thing remains as it is, sulfur here, double bond N minus, right? Further what happens, see, this negative charge comes here, this bond will be broken, because I have told carbon oxygen bond will be stronger than this carbon sulfur bond, because it will be 2s2p, whereas this is 3s3p. So overlapping is not that good, so bad overlapping I can call, bad overlapping, because of different in size will be different, so bad overlapping. These things I have explained, so I won't uh, tell that much, right? I hope you got it, right? Simply, otherwise let me explain here, no problem. See here, if I want to tell, this carbon is there, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, all this belongs to second period, so they will be having 2s2p orbitals, right? If carbon oxygen bond is there, almost both have 2s2p. Yes, it also has 2s2p, it also has 2s2p, so size will be same size, here also size. So if they want to overlap, they overlap nicely. But sulfur comes below this oxygen, so it is third period, so it has 3s 3p and 3d orbitals, right? So carbon sulfur bond means carbon will be having 2s2p, sulfur will be having 3s3p. So what happens, this size will be like this, whereas sulfur size will be like this. So overlapping will be not that good, right? So this bond will be weaker compared to this bond, right? So this bond will be easily broken. So here what is there, see here as soon as this nucleophile with red marker I am showing here, come here. So as soon as this nucleophile comes here, this carbon sulfur bond will be broken compared to this carbon oxygen bond, because it will be little stronger. That I wanted to explain, right? So further we shall go. So what we'll get, we'll get this product. So oxygen here, triple bond N, and this sulfur gets negative charge. So what it does, it will attacks this carbon, this oxygen takes the electron density and goes out, and I'll get this product, right? What product I'll get, I'll get 4 membered sulfur containing group, and other one is oxygen Cn. So what happened, if you see, I started with SCN minus, the S came here and OCN came out, like that it reaction happened, and the mechanism you understood, I hope, right? So next let us see some chemical reactions of this thioethanes. Chemical reactions, we call it as chemical properties, or simply I can call it as reactions of this thioethanes. So ring opening reactions, ring opening reaction. So before going further, these things I have explained, but still I will explain. No problem. So this is 3-membered heterocyclic compound containing sulfur, and this is 4-membered. So if you compare these two, I have told here angle strain will be more. Angle strain, because of which a small nucleophile can easily open this ring, right? So it will do fast nucleophilic ring opening reaction, whereas this here this ring is less strained compared to that I am telling. It is also strained, no doubt, but compared to this 3-membered, it is less strained, because of which it is resistance to nucleophilic ring opening reaction. So if you see, it will be very slow nucleophilic ring opening reaction. So to increase the rate, what we do, we add some drastic conditions, that we increase temperature more than 100 degrees Celsius. So we use drastic conditions. So that's the one thing. Next thing. So here I have told this sulfur will be more, as S character will be more, so less basic, whereas this will be more basic. So what happens if I have any electrophile like this? So it can't donate that easily, it won't donate that fast, whereas this will donate very fastly to this electrophile, right? So if you see that reaction, it will do slow electrophilic ring opening reaction, whereas this fast electrophilic ring opening reaction. These things I have explained, so I made it them little fast here, right? So I hope you got it, right? Let us see the reactions. So ring opening reactions. So here first I will take, what is this? This is 4-membered thioethane, right? Thermal condition. So what happens? See, simply it is this bond will be broken, this bond will be broken. So I will get this 2 carbon comes in 1. So I can write like this, and these 2 comes like this, right? These are the 2 product. Total number of carbon, if you count, these are 4 only. See, here also 1 2 3 carbon and 1 sulfur, here also 1 2 carbon 3 carbon and 1 sulfur, right? Same thing. So these are the 2 product I will get. So it is in thermal condition, right? So this is first reaction. And second reaction, that is nucleophilic ring opening reaction. See here, I have told it will be less strained. So we use drastic condition. So we use this ammonia at 200 degrees Celsius. See, this much temperature we are using. So nucleophilic ring opening reaction, then it occurs and we will get this product. 3 carbons, and one side NH2 will be there, one side SH will be there, right? But condition is, so this nucleophilic ring opening reaction requires more temperature. What is this? This is nucleophilic ring opening reaction, but at drastic condition. Just you write, right? just drastic condition, right? So the next reaction, let us see that. So same thing, symmetrical I'll take, but here instead of adding nucleophile, electrophile. So this is electron opening reaction, and I will add SnCl2. It act as catalyst, right? Lewis acid it act as. So what happened like this? So I will get this, right, and Cl. So it attacks here. Sulfur gets positive charge, right? It again becomes neutral, right? Like this we will get ring opening. So three-membered ring as usual. One side S AC I can write simply, instead of writing COCH3, other side Cl I can write. I hope you got it. So this is what? This is nothing but electrophilic ring opening reaction. So it will be fast. So no drastic condition is required. I hope you are understanding it. I don't know whether I am doing it little fast or not. No, it is not that fast, right? Because these things I have explained. To this I am adding SnCl2, same SnCl4, not Cl2, sorry, it was Cl4, and benzene C6H6, right? So this is non-polar solvent. So it doesn't do SN1 reaction, no SN1 reaction, but it does SN2 reaction, right? So what happens? Same, sulfur gets here, chlorine goes here, we'll get this product initially, Cl minus. So Cl minus has two conditions. Here it can attack or it can attack here, right? So it is through SN2 reaction, so less hindered. So this carbon will be less hindered, right? So this carbon will be less hindered. So the attack occurs to this carbon as it is less hindered. So I'll get this product. One carbon, two carbon, three carbon. Here methyl will be there, and here CAC will be here, and here chlorine will get, right? So this is the product we will get. I hope you are understanding it, right? Further, reaction with halogens. Reaction with halogens. How it will react. So these are simple reactions, just you can see them, just observe them, you will get to know. So Cl2. So I have told these act as electrophiles, chlorine. So here chlorine is a good leaving group, it leaves the system. So I'll get sulfur gets positive charge and Cl minus is there. So again ring opening. So we will get this compound. See here, one carbon, two carbon, three carbon. I can write like this: CH2, CH2, CH2. One side chlorine is there. One side I can write HCl is there. Right. So here, if I have one more molecule of thioethane, so what it does, it will do simple reaction like this, and this chlorine leaves the system. Right. So the product will be like this. Cl will be here, CH2, 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 S, and this S gets positive charge, and Cl minus is there. So what happens? It again it reacts, and this opens reaction. So if I want to write in open chain structure, it will be like Cl, CH2, 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 S, single bond S, again CH2, 3 CH2, CH2 and Cl, right? Why only 3? Because here 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. This side also 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? Like this we will get product. These are simple reactions. You can also understand them easily, right? So further, if I want to move, right, let us see that. So reaction with alkyl bromide. So this is reaction with alkyl bromide, like this. So this is alkyl bromide. Right. So what happens? See, it can do reaction like this. If this reaction is called as SN2 prime reaction. If it directly attacks this carbon, then it is called as SN2 reaction. Whether it is SN2 prime or SN2, we will get same product here. You try writing both, you will get the same product. So product will be this one. Sulfur attacks this carbon, bromine left the system, and here I will get sulfur gets positive charge and Br minus will be there here. So again it ring openings, and I will get three membered here, yes, CH2, CH2, like this, and one side we will get bromine. So this is the product we will get, right? I hope you are getting it. Simple reaction. You write with me, you will understand them. Right. So next, alkylation if we do, then what happens? So this is what, this is our titan to this alkylation I am doing. So SN2 reaction simple. So I'll get sulfur gets positive charge and this methyl, and here iodine minus. So what happens? It will again ring opening. Instead of writing like this, I can write 3-membered ring now. And here iodine I can write, and here yes, methyl I can write. If there are excess of methyl iodide, then again SN2 reaction I will get this product. Methyl, sulfur gets positive charge and iodine gets negative charge. Like ionic pair, they remain, right? So this is the reaction, right? Salt formation we can call. This reaction is also called as salt formation because ionic pair, positive and negative charge, will remain in the mixture, right? So this is the reaction. So one more reaction, let us see. That is also easy reaction, right? So I'll take this titan, it is titans. Sulfur is having positive charge. To this, if I add n-butyl lithium, so reaction it goes like this, right? Here it, if it attacks, it attacks like this. See here, let me show. Let me rub this one. How it will attack? This will attack on this sulfur. So sulfur become neutral, but again this electron density it will be taken. So what I will get? Will write like this. Right, this bond is broken, and here methyl and here n-butyl is there. And again this bond is broken, so sulfur is having positive charge and this carbon is having negative charge. Further what happens? This will go here and this bond will be taken by sulfur, right? So we will get 3-membered ring here and here, right? Plus SMe and n-butyl, and it is neutral now because it took the electron density and became neutral. So this is the product we'll get. So in writing reaction we never show this charge, right? How we will show that, I'm going to show now. What we will do, if we take like this compound, methyl and sulfur is having positive charge. To this, if I add n-butyl lithium, we directly show like this. See here, with red marker I'm going to show now. I don't know, man, my laptop stopped works, right? So this n-butyl lithium attacks here. From this it goes electron density to this carbon, then it from this here it attacks here, and this sulfur becomes neutral again. Like this we will show, and we'll directly write this product. Here one methyl, here one methyl, sulfur become neutral, right? Like this you can understand, right? If you understand with charge, but while writing you need to write like this, right? I have told them several times, right? So these are the few reactions. And also this thing I have explained, right? If you compare this and this, so this oxygen family always follows octet rule I have told, whereas sulfur can expand its octet, right? So if you check here, see, this is sulfur, two lone pair. If you count the electrons, 2, 4, 6 and 8 electrons are there, means it is following octet rule. To this, if I add oxidizing agent like hydrogen peroxide, then it will convert into like this. If you see now, you count a single bond means 2 electron, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So now it becomes 10 electron. So expand of octet, expand has happened. Further, if we have taken this H2O2 in excess, it will convert like this. So these are the oxidation reaction of this titans. Now you count, alright? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 12 electrons. Again it has expanded. I hope you know how I am counting. So single bond means 2 electron. Double bond means 2 plus 2, 4 electron. Right? Lone pair means 2 electron. Just I'm counting like this, right? These things you know because this we have studied in PUC. No much difference. So last one, that is photochemical reaction of these titans. So what are those photochemical reactions? So what we do, we apply this light, so it will form biradical, and uh, the reaction will be like retention of configuration. Retention of configuration. You may ask, what is this retention of configuration? Retention means if initially it is cis, after reaction also it will be cis. Initially it is trans, it is also afterwards it will be trans. So this is nothing but retention of configuration. So it is simply we can call it as stereo specific reaction. Stereo specific reaction, simply I can call, right? Right. Yes. Let us see them. Right. I will take this. So this is titan. Here both are above. Both are above means one is ethyl is there, one is pH is there. So both are above means cis. In product also I should get cis. Let us see. So what happened? Like this it will cleave. In presence of light, photochemical, it will cleave like this. Homolytical cleavage. Right. So what I will get? I will get this thing. Ethyl here, phenyl here, and CH2 is there, S here. So radicals are there. One radical here, one radical here, one radical here, one radical here. Further, this radical will react like this, and I'll get this product. See here. Here also ethyl, here pH, and here like this. So here you can write CH2 or it is understood. Alright. So this is cis. Initially it was cis. Finally we got it as cis only. So stereospecific. Cis remains cis. Let us take one example, that is trans. Same thing I will take, but here ethyl I will make it above and this phenyl I will make it below. So it is trans. So again photochemical condition. So like this. If you observe, they observed that the product will wear trans. One was ethyl here, one pH here. Other things as it is. So these were the two products, and here we got trans when we started with trans. So trans remained trans only. So these were the reactions of this titans. In next class, let us see one more compound.